single leg, okay? So let's kind of look at it. We can look at it in two different ways, okay? So if I go to shoot in on Linden, which is a lot of times people think about a single leg kind of like a wrestler's type single leg. What they really want to do is they want to get low and they want to get to here as low as possible and then tie this leg up. And if I'm in this position, his job is kick this leg back hard and land on my back and squash me to the ground, if he can. Does that make sense? Now, if you've modified your single leg, it's way harder to sprawl. Make sense? So again, if I, instead of coming low like a wrestler does here, which works well, if I come in here and I tie up and I use my leg, it's very difficult because of my posture for him to sprawl. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So, stick to kind of a quick shoot, this one, okay? A quick shoot, if you can. That leg kicks out, so when Linden grabs the lead leg, I kick out, which enables me to get back. If I fail to kick out and he grabs it, then I underhook and I start looking for ways to escape it, okay? Single leg, sprawl defense. Ready? All right, let's talk about the sprawl for a second. I don't teach the front fall anymore. It used to be something we taught in the old days. I'll show you the front fall because it reminds me of a sprawl. The front fall, instead of rolling, which I prefer to do, is you kick the feet out and you land this way. It's archaic, outdated, obsolete even. But when someone's going to shoot, you got to get those feet out this way. Does that make sense? You got to get the feet out. All right? The wrestlers will also turn their hips when they kick this way. So they're kind of sideways, right? And they hit hard on their chest and the hips, the feet are slightly higher and so forth. I'm not saying we are doing a wrestling sprawl, but we got to get the feet away. So for those of you that wait until they grab you and you're trying to move your feet and you're like, oh, I'm kind of stuck, you'll go into part two, okay? Try to get the feet out. Don't let them get to the feet. Push this foot, kick that foot, both go back, okay? Do your best. This isn't a typical defense for non-wrestling people, but it's a great defense if you can get it. Ready? You go, I go. Try to take him down with a single leg, other man. Let's not forget the dynamics of the single leg. All right, number one, if I'm doing kind of a double leg, like I'm gonna blitz in, it could be a dive, right? I could literally dive in, right? I see guys do that all the time. Let's try not to do too much of that. You're gonna tear up the knees a little bit. It's great for speed, but I'd rather be here and I want you to slide in this way for your double leg, okay? Same thing for the single leg. When I go to make my move, it's right leg, left leg, and then I grab. You can high crouch here, or you can entangle the thigh and go here and move to the outside, or you can push the knee straight back. Remember, when I apply pressure here and the knee locks, he tends to lose balance and fall. So when I work mine, I drive in hard with a good penetration step. 1, 2, 3. Okay? And it gives me the opportunity to do other things. Can we do it?
Yes, sir.
If my posture is good, it should be almost impossible to sprawl on me. Even if I miss the leg. He goes sprawl, and I've got posture. I should be able to hold him. By the way, now I can grab, I can lift, and I can make other throws with the posture. If I'm too far down, here, it just watches me. There's nothing I can do. I'm trying to fight from the bottom. One more time, your partner, go. We're a Jiu-Jitsu and self-defense focused group. So we're not doing as many of these shoots as the rest. The wrestlers did this, they live this, they live it. They live it every day, this is what they do. What are you gonna do instead of our rolls and falls? They do shooting drills, right? I'm not saying you gotta be as good as wrestlers with the shoot, but Right now, our shooting isn't very strong, and our sprawling isn't very strong. That's okay. It just gives us room to prove. Just be aware of that. You should have something that you like better. All right. Who likes the leg assisted better? So here's why that really works well. I can do it from a clinch, right? If I break this grip and I pull him forward, I can hit it here, okay? Does that make sense? If I'm far away, right, I can either palm this or I can circle it out to hit. Does that make sense? It's just a better throw for the people that like to be more standing up. We fight here, don't we? Wrestlers fight here. Way low. They stay low. They like to be low. I'm not saying we have to be wrestlers. I'm just saying watch other systems and see what you like. Maybe snag some of this stuff. But if this is where you are, he goes to make a grip. You palm these out of the way and you hit. Okay? So you're attacking his grip so you can penetrate. If he makes the grip, no problem. Now I'm in a grip fight. I got to find a way to shut these, get the leg that I want, and then I hit it. Okay? By the way, we call this a leg assisted single leg, but what is it really? It's a reap. It's technically inner blocking throw. Right? This is Osoto, and this is Kosoto, and this one would be Ouchi, Gari, or Gaki. Right? We go to the inside, we hook. We're not really reaping, we're hooking and holding, so it's a Gaki, and then we drop. It's a major inner reap. Can we do it? Yes, sir. Try now. Go! Okay. So, let's not get caught in the guillotine, that's the first thing. So let's think about this. I grab Joel, I break the grip, I pull to get the leg that I want. I'm going to shoot right under this arm to get it. He could be guillotining me here. When I land, he might tie me up, and I'm in big trouble. Does that make sense? So when he hits, before he entangles, I kick my feet up and go into side control. Make sense? So we're here. He's giving me the leg that I want, which is awesome for me. I break off this grip. I'm still going to point my head that way, but watch where my feet go when I make the throw. Right? I go here. See how I just hopped right over into side control? Here's why that works, or here's why that's important. If he gets the choke, we'll go in super slow motion. Break, pull, dive. He's going for this guillotine. I get here, and I start to throw him. I got to be here. Now, he can choke all day. He's got nothing. But if he gets one leg, he can choke me. If he gets both legs, he can definitely choke me. Can we penetrate, get the takedown, hop the legs over in one motion? Can we do that? Yes, sir. All right. Now, if my head goes to this side of his body, which way should my legs go? Opposite. Why? I won't be in side control, first of all, if my legs are on the other side. Plus, it's going to be uncomfortable on my neck. Let's walk through that super slow. Right? I pull him to me. Break. Now what? He goes for this choke. I tie him up here, and I do this. He can now maneuver. You see how I haven't immobilized him? Make sense? So, right? Go here, and I drive this, and then I hop here. Now, I'm immobilizing him, I've got him. By the way, he thinks he's got me, but in truth, he's got nothing. Because I can maneuver. Okay? Feet, go. Sir. If he doesn't give you the leg that you want, what should you do? Do the other. Maybe go for the other one. Somehow, Joel's a pretty smart guy. Somehow he can change his position a little bit. Maybe he can, shuffle kind of one foot a little bit. And I can't get the one leg that I love. You get whatever leg is forward. This is the leg I was shooting for, his right leg. Previously, he's got to keep it back, right? For some reason, I give him a little pull, he shuffles towards me, right? I give him a big pull, he still shuffles towards me, but he's just giving me that leg. Does that make sense? So, I make this big pull, he shuffles, I go in, I can hit inside or outside. I go here, now my head's on this side, where should my feet go?
Opposite.
I hit this one, now what? No problem. You just get whichever leg he gives you, okay? Make sense?
Sir.
Pull, he didn't give it to me, I give him a push, let's see. All right, still didn't give it to me. Let's try this. Pull this side, all right, no problem, I'm gonna hit him. And I'm gonna go here, okay? Can we do it?
Sir.
Play with them a little bit now. I'll be honest, very few people are gonna just kind of stay this way. But I saw one or two of you guys, you didn't get the leg that you wanted, but that one was just waiting for you. Hit it. Does it make sense? It's a simple move. If he's catching you, get the legs higher. Okay, a little more hang time. Good? 2 more times each person. Go. All right. What if we miss? What if we miss? What if we miss the leg attack? Right? Let's go back to the single leg. I go for this leg, he moves it. What do?
Go for the other.
Go for the other leg, right? Doesn't that make sense? For single leg. Why not, if we're here and I'm trying to get this leg, you won't give it to me, and I drop hard for this leg and he moves it, hit this one. If he's a little out of your range, catch it with the other leg. I go for this one, right? He keeps that one back. So I go for this one, he moves it. Hit this one this way. Can we do it?
Sir.
All right. Try to leg escape. Make him go for the other leg. If you can, for your defense. Get good at, he's trying to entangle that, you get it out of the way, maybe get it back. Or get it out of the way and fight opposite side. See if you can do it. Going leg by itself would be right knee, left knee, hook. That's the trap. And then I take down. If I'm going to chase him, it's going to be right knee, left knee, hook. This knee goes back down, then I hook with this leg to drive. Okay? The hand position is the main difference because I'm going to tie him up, pull him and set his weight. So I'm going to go here. I'm still holding him. He gets that leg free, but I've still got him. He's not running. This leg drops, swings and hooks, and then I pick him up. By the way, you can always go back to the basic single. Let's look at that just for a quick second. I'm here. He won't give me this leg. I go for this one, he moves it. Now I drop and I hit this one, this way. That's still there. You don't have to do the same technique twice. Leg assisted, traditional single leg. It's right there, go get it. Give it a try. Get kind of curious. What is all of this while I'm trying to get that down there? What am I doing? What am I doing with these hands?
Grip and control.
I'm still controlling them a little bit in some way, right? The grip sets up balance. I want him to plant. I make him give me the foot I want. He plants. I pull him to the foot. It's harder for him to move, right? I set down and I go to make this move. He lifts that foot. It's harder for him to do when he's down. But now look at his position, right? He's in a bad position. I'm also not in the best position, but I can simply move to this way and hook because I'm still postured up and he's bent at the waist. Because I've broken his balance, I've bent him at the waist. Let's look at the difference in our posture, right? Big pull. I knee down and I pull him shooting this way. I knee down. See my posture's better than his? He still moves. But now I got him. Right? I might go this way or I might even go this way. Okay? But do you see his posture is bad? I mean, if I really wanted to, I could just throw him right here. Pull hard on this, lift hard on this. Right? He's going to tend to topple over where the hole is. But watch your posture, right? Go. See if you can move it a little faster. All right? Pretty good?
Sure.
All right. Your posture matters, but pull him so his posture. This one will be different. Watch. I pull him. I don't affect his balance. Watch. He escapes. He keeps his balance. Keep your posture. Pull. Escape. Now, I'm in trouble because his posture. I pull down as hard as I can. He's going to have good posture. It's not going to do much. I might go this one. Now he can still move it because he's in good position. Now he dumps me just because he's got a better position posture-wise. I didn't break his balance. Cool? This isn't ignored or forgotten. Once I get here, I'm holding him, right? Okay? A little wrestling cradle if you guys prefer. Move into guillotine, move into anaconda. Lots of options. All right. Again, go. Who's ever been stiff-armed? Right? I'm trying to get him close. He pokes his butt out and locks his arms forward. So I'm going here, he locks out, and I can't get to him very easily. This is hard also. Do you see how he's stiff-arming me? Right? Now his balance isn't very good. It gives me options for other things. Okay? So I notice, right? I pull, I go to get it, he stiff-arms me and moves out the way. Right? Messes me up, makes me mad. Right? Give him pull this way, give him push this way, I pull this way and hit it, and stopped. And I've got a whole lot going on right here. Pull, shoot, drag. Okay? So I have to change. Why would that technique work? His posture's bad in that direction. Lyndon, get your arms forward, bend at the waist. He's holding on to me, so if I push him backwards, he would normally, the toes would come up, he would normally do like this, right? But he's holding on to me, I'm part of his base, so pushing him that way might not be as good. Now, hands are forward, toes are that way. If I pull him, and he's here, he can bend the knees and he can try to recover. Does that make sense?
Sure.
But when I bend him here, there's nowhere for his feet to go. Does that make sense?
Sure.
And again, for those on YouTube that are like, Curtis, he's not resisting, that wouldn't work in a real fight. Let's look at the mechanics. I go to make my I want him to set, I pull hard. Right? He stiff arms me. I can't easily shoot for this. He moves that foot. Right? I can't easily catch it with my foot. He moves his foot. Right? I'm really not in a good position. But I still have this. I just shoot this over his head. See how easy that is? Which sets me up for all kinds of arm locks. Right? There's a number of things I can do from the scarf hold position. If stiff arm him one time and see if you can make the head and arm throw from the kneeling position here. Can we do it?
Sir.
Give it a shot. Everybody knows head and arm throw?
Sir.
Kind of think of it like this. What does this hand do for head and arm throw? It's the pulling arm. What does this hand do? This is the entangling arm, right? Then I have a choice. From this kind of T-style shape, Joel's this way, I'm this way, I can either continue to turn, I can reap, or I can make the regular lift, right? I can also drop to my knee here and drive the head to the ground for the head and arm throw. All of those are fine. So here's the trick. He has to have moved his leg. I'm responding to him. It's very natural. He doesn't want me to get the leg. I pull the leg. Let's say he gives it to me this time. I pull the leg, he gives it to me, but he's going to stiff arm me, and he's going to move the leg when I shoot. Now watch. here, push into him, and drive. So it only works if he moves the leg. Let's say that he doesn't move the leg. I pull. He stiff armed me. I got him here. He didn't move the leg. I might still get this. But I try to make this throw. It's never going to work. Because of that leg is in the way. That's the leg that's now supporting. So I'm responding to the fact that 2, 3, 4 steps ahead, I wanted the leg. He didn't want to give it to me. I made him give it to me. Then he stiff arms me and I can't get to it. Right? Now he's vulnerable here. Right? Does that make sense? Pull here, shoot here. There was a little footwork change. So I was here. Does that make sense? All right. By the way, you can be Godzilla strong, King Kong strong. If my leg is here and you're pushing me in that direction, I'm not following. But if I move this leg to avoid getting taken, I'm way susceptible to falling in that direction. Does that make sense? Sure. All right. Joel's going to get on his hands and knees, or his hands and feet. Knees off the ground. Joe, pick an arm, pick it up off the ground. Now watch. Keep your balance. Don't put this hand down. Don't fall. Doesn't that just make sense? However, Joel's in this position. Pick up a hand. Watch. I mean, he's not falling because I'm pushing him into his base, into the strength, the structure of the body. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right. We must fight. Everybody on the wall.